Hi everyone, this is Gabrielle Lichterman, founder of Hormonology. So I took a little bit of a hiatus from doing videos for a while. I've been working on other projects, and you'll hear about them soon. But I thought there was a pretty cool tip that I wanted to share with you, and a video is probably the best way. So as you can see, there's been a little bit of a change in me. I decided to let my gray hair grow out. I'm embracing my age. I'm 50, almost 51. Apologies to my twin sister Danielle for revealing that. But I really enjoy being older. I enjoy this phase of life, and I'm experiencing a whole new hormonal phase. So I'm now deep in perimenopause. Perimenopause are the years leading up to menopause when your cycles cease. So in perimenopause, before menopause, your cycles kind of get pretty wonky. You can skip periods. You could go 3, 4, 5 months without a period, and suddenly you get a period, and your bleeding pattern is different from what you're used to. So that's what I've been experiencing right now. And so I've been able to look back on my cycling years with a new perspective and one of great appreciation. And there's one specific way that I really appreciate that I wanted to share with you, because I want you to appreciate your cycle while you have it, because this tip is so cool. I just wish I could go back and use it, and here's why. Okay, so I swear I'm going to get to it. I wake up in the morning and right now, and I'm like, I have no idea what I want to eat. I have no idea what my energy is going to be. I don't know what my pain level is going to be, if I'm going to have a migraine. I don't know what I want to do, if I'm going to be feeling social or an introvert or, anything. I really just have to wait until the feeling hits me as I go through my day to figure out what I'm feeling. But when I had menstrual cycles, regular, monthly menstrual cycles, I knew all this stuff. I knew all this stuff waking up the second my day started. I knew all this stuff the day before. I knew all this stuff a week before. I knew all this stuff the month before. And that's because, well, my hormones. My hormones were able to give me the greatest shortcut. Just knowing where I was in my menstrual cycle, I could plan for the day ahead, for the week ahead, for the month ahead, because I knew exactly what my energy would be, if I would have a migraine, what kind of food I would be craving, if I wanted to be social, or if I wanted to curl up on the couch. I knew even what kind of TV show I wanted to watch. If I wanted to watch a comedy or like an intense drama. I knew virtually every aspect of my day and what to expect from it, just by knowing where I was in my menstrual cycle. And that's because of a very simple fact. Hormones have a very powerful impact on you, and their effects on you change as you go through your cycle. So for the first half of your cycle, just very quickly, estrogen is rising. And as it rises, it improves energy. It makes you more social. It boosts your libido. It, ratchets down your appetite a little bit, but makes you more adventurous, whether it's with food or with activities. And then at ovulation, estrogen peaks, testosterone, you get a little bump in that. And that's kind of nice, because it also boosts your libido, gives you a little confidence boost too, which is nice. And then after ovulation, things change dramatically. Your estrogen drops, then it rises and drops again. Your testosterone drops, it stays lower, and progesterone rises and then falls. Okay, so we have estrogen, we have progesterone, we have testosterone. And all these changes happen the same way every cycle. When you have a healthy, regular ovulating cycle, doesn't matter what length. As long as it's a healthy cycle and you're ovulating, that's the hormonal pattern. So your hormones impact you, a different way when they're going up and a different way when they're going down. They impact you high and low in different ways. So the cool thing is that I've already mapped out this great Rosetta Stone. I've already shown you in my book, 28 Days, and the Hormone Horoscope apps, how your hormones will be impacting you every single day, how they'll be impacting your energy, what kind of foods you like, if you feel social, if you feel like curling up on the couch, what kind of TV you want to watch, what kind of book you want to read. I've already mapped this out. So of course, since I mapped it out, I know like all the facets, all the ways that my hormones would impact me. So every day when I had regular menstrual cycles, I'd wake up and I'd know what to expect for my day. I'd know how many to-dos to put on my list because I'd know how much energy I had. I'd know when self-care was needed because I'd know where I was in my cycle. Now, it's not like that at all. It's such a crapshoot. It's like I wake up and it's like, well, the weather, my arthritis is acting up. If somebody sent me a mean email first thing in the morning, whatever it is, that's what's going to be impacting me. I just really, really, really miss the shortcut that knowing how my hormones would be impacting me gave me every day. It was so easy to plan everything. It was so easy to plan everything tomorrow, the next day, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, because, if you have a pretty steady cycle, you can predict where you're going to be in your cycle. You can say, okay, well, 3 weeks from now, I'm going to be in my week 1, week 2, week 3, or week 4. Week 1 starts with your period and lasts 7 days. Week 2 is the week leading up to and including ovulation. Week 3 is the 8 days following ovulation, and week 4 is your premenstrual phase. So you could say, I'm going to be in my week 4 premenstrual phase 2 weeks from now. This is not a good time for, say, an elective surgery, to say have a mole removed. And that's because I know estrogen is going to be bottoming out, and so my pain level is going to be higher. Simple, practical things like that are so useful. And after you don't have your cycle anymore, poof, it just goes away. So there are other things that impact you. There's other things that impact your pain and your health and your mood and your energy, certainly. But hormones are such powerful chemicals in your body that they give you a really great starting point. So yeah, sure. Normally during my premenstrual phase, I might be a little blue or down if I wasn't taking care of myself. But if I got good news during my premenstrual phase, like, my book won an award or something, of course I'd be excited and happy. So while there are a lot of influences that impact your mood and health and behavior, hormones are a huge influence. But on top of that, they're a predictable influence. So yeah, if I, got a great email about good news, that's going to be out of the blue. I wouldn't have expected that. But my hormones, I knew I would be expecting some certain effect. So the bottom line is, I'm 50. I'm gray now. So get used to it. It's not going away. And the thing I miss most about regular cycles is the shortcut. Is the shortcut to planning my life. So I want you, while you're still regularly cycling, I want you to enjoy that. I want you to wake up and know what your energy is going to be like, what to put on your grocery list for today or next week, because you know what you'll be hungry for, the types of foods you'll be hungry for, and how much you want to eat. I want you to be able to make your work day or the day where you have to take care of kids or other responsibilities easier by planning it around your cycle. So I did that for years, and I'm really happy that I did. I miss it. Luckily, I make it easy for you to know exactly what to expect from every day of your cycle in my book, 28 Days, What Your Cycle Reveals About Your Moods, Health, and Potential. But you can also find out a lot of this stuff for free on my website at myhormonology.com. I'm happy to answer any questions you have too. This is information that should be shared widely, so please tell your cycling friends and family all about it, especially this shortcut, because you're going to miss it, I promise. All right, until next time.